Hello, hello, hello. My name is Kemi Oyeshala. I'm known as Coach Kemi. And behind me is my logo, H2T, How to Think. And I want to tell you about how I was paralyzed for 7 hours. I was paralyzed for 7 hours. Now, this is going to be a series of videos that's going to lead to my birthday. This is 20 days to my 59th birthday. So aside from having something set up for the entire year until I'm 60, by God's grace, July 21 next year, 2024, I am also doing a series of videos to introduce and to launch a program called Open to Opulence. Open to Opulence. So on July 21, 2023, I will launch that program. Well, I'm going to do a series of videos to introduce you, not just to the program, but to how to think, to yourself, and to me. In fact, to God, to how things work in the world and how you don't work them. So I was paralyzed for 7 hours. And I'll explain to you what happened to me. Yes, I was actually, truly paralyzed. So on this day, in the evening, in the morning, midday rather, 12 noon, the generator just would not switch on. I had used it earlier that day. It just will not switch on. I live in Nigeria. So sometimes we need a generator to give power into the house. So I wondered why. And I called the guys that usually fix it. And they said they could not come until tomorrow morning. I said, well, we have solar. We have batteries. We have the generator. However, solar would blink out in the evening. It would have charged up the batteries, and then the batteries will blink out 3 a.m., 4 a.m., something like that. But in order for that not to happen, I use the generator to charge up the batteries that has been used during the day when solar begins to go down, so that I'm never out of power. So the next day, I asked, what time will you be here? And he said, oh gosh, give us another 90 minutes. So I said, okay. So I waited 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes later, the person turned up. Guess how long it took him to fix it? 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. Now, this is how I was paralyzed, and this is what I want to tell you. Listen, some of you think that you have to be an engineer to know certain little things, or you are just not interested. I don't like it. I don't like this. I used to be that person. Or I don't like talking like, or I don't like maths. I don't like physics. I asked him what the problem was. He showed me a little plug that sometimes gets dislodged when the vibration of the generator is strong. And over a period of time, it just gets dislodged. All you have to do is to push it in. Less than 5 minutes. I teach people how to think. Specifically, I teach you how to think, to be a Goshen. If you are a Christian, you'll understand. And if you are not, go and read Genesis chapter, the whole of Genesis, the first book in the Bible. To be a Goshen, build a Goshen, and help others to be and build their Goshen through learning how to think like God. That's my job. That's what I have been sent to do. What have you been sent to do? Now, I was paralyzed. How? All my fridges were off from 3 a.m. that morning. Freezers off. I was hot. Fans not working. Air conditioners not working. I was paralyzed. There was more paralysis in the morning when I woke up during the day. I'll read them. I wanted to go back to sleep because it was a Saturday. I couldn't, because I had to stay up For the person that was coming, why? Because my phone was batteries were about to fizzle out. And I wouldn't have been able to reach him. So I was keeping everything in check. I was keeping everything in check. Then I remembered, oh, you have a mobile charger. Oh, don't use too much of it. Could not. I lacked rest. Another cost where I was paralyzed. I sat up waiting when I could have been doing other things. I was reading, but I was a bit tired. Number 3, I had no charge on my phone, like I said. Number 4, I had an early morning group coaching session, which I had to do on my phone. I couldn't do it on my laptop. Why? 4th, I had no Wi-Fi in the house. I had to stay on the data on my phone. Okay. 6, I had to rig up the house, to plug up the fridges, the freezer, to make sure nothing gets spoiled, because it's been without power since 3 a.m. And that meant carrying our mobile, our portable little generators to run wires around the house. Cost, paralysis. All right. Now, and also to call them in, I had called them out, the guys that fix generator, it cost me money as well. This was all based on ignorance. When you are ignorant of something that you do not know, when you do not know, you will be ignorant. When your thinking is so stinking, you believe you don't need to know this, you don't need to know that. Now it will never happen that the generator doesn't start and I don't check that thing. I don't have to call anybody out. From 12 noon the day before, they did not arrive till 10, almost 24 hours. Paralysis. The cost of ignorance. The cost of ignorance. When you do not know how to think, the fine art of how to think, you will have gifts in your hand. You will not use them because your thinking stinks. Subscribe to my YouTube channel where you're going to be listening to these videos, this series of videos, and make up your mind. And that you don't have all day, you don't have all year, you don't have centuries. What you are procrastinating on, what you are watching a movie for instead of doing your work, what you are going out to parties, making noise, sharing with people you shouldn't be sharing with, talking with people you shouldn't be talking to, because, oh, I don't know, it might fail. It's your thinking that's thinking. Failure is a thought. Determination is a thought. Success is a thought. I hope this serves you. 20 days to my birthday, I will be 59. I hope before I turn 59, you would be awake and you would get up and begin to do what you need to do, because you are sent to serve certain people. Stay strong. My name is Kemi Oyeshola, also known as Coach Kemi. I look forward to seeing you on my YouTube channel tomorrow. See ya.